It's Edward Roski, and I'm asking good questions. Can you grow revenue 38%, cross $1 billion in quarterly revenue for the first time in company history, and still watch your stock drop 27% in a single day? Well, Klarna just found out that the answer is yes. This week, Klarna reported its first ever billion-dollar quarter, 1.08 billion in revenue. 38% growth year over year. By any normal measure, for a recently IPO'd company, that is a banner result. Pop the champagne, send the press release, update the investor deck. Except the stock's down 28% this week, and it's down over 65% from the day they IPO'd, which was only in September of 2025. And there's a massive class action lawsuit against them. So, what went wrong so fast? The billion-dollar quarter came with a $26 million loss. Credit provisions are surging, which is the polite way of saying that more customers are not paying back their buy now, pay later loans. Oh, big shock. And the market has decided that growth without profit is more of a warning sign than a viable long-term strategy. Why does this matter beyond Klarna? Well, we're watching a real-time correction in how the market values growth companies. 3 years ago, Klarna was at least internally valued at 46 billion. They were a private market darling. Buy now, pay later was going to eat credit cards for lunch. The narrative was bulletproof. And then they IPO'd. And the public market did what public markets do. It asked one question that apparently the private investors were too polite to ask. When does the money part actually start? The answer apparently is, well, not yet at least. Revenue's up, but credit losses are faster. And here's the detail that should concern every CFO in fintech or lending adjacent businesses. Walmart reported earnings the same day, and their forward guidance was cautious. Consumer spending is wobbling. If the world's largest retailer is nervous about consumer health, imagine what that means for a company whose entire model depends on consumers paying back small, tiny little loans. Klarna is not an isolated case. It is a signal that the era of growth at all costs getting rewarded is over. The market has moved from asking, when will you be profitable, to why aren't you profitable? It's a fundamentally different conversation. So here's the takeaway if you're running a company right now. First, profitability is no longer optional, not path to product profitability and not unit economics that work if you squint, actual profitability. The market has zero patience left for promises. Second, if you're in any business that extends credit to customers, BNPL, lending, embedded finance, your risk models are about to get stress tested by reality. Consumer spending is softening, and Klarna's surging credit provisions are the early warning system. Third, and this is the big one, if you're planning an IPO this year, study Klarna like it's your final exam. A company growing 38% with $1 billion quarter lost over 65% of its value after going public, checks math, 5 months ago. The public market is not the private market. It doesn't care about your narrative, it cares about your margins. Klarna's story isn't really about Klarna. It's about the end of an era where a great top line number could paper over everything else. That era is over. And the companies that figure that out first are the ones that are still going to be standing in 2 years. Until next time, keep asking good questions.